Glimmer Heights was a playground for the rich and powerful. The city skyline sparkled with the glass and steel of penthouse suites, private clubs, and haute couture boutiques. Behind the glamour, though, was a world teeming with ambition and lies. Bianca Street Clare, the impeccably dressed leader of the Crystal Divas. Her beauty was matched only by her cunning. Raised in the shadow of wealth she could never truly claim, Bianca vowed to rewrite her destiny by outsmarting the very men who once dismissed her. Across the city, Sienna Marlowe, leader of the Velvet Sirens, thrived on allure. With her fiery hair and a laugh that could seduce even the most disciplined man, Sienna had clawed her way out of poverty, creating a sisterhood of women who shared her hunger for power. These two forces had always operated in parallel, until the arrival of Victor LaRue. Victor LaRue was the kind of man who could silence a room with his presence. His chiseled jaw and piercing eyes only added to the allure of his mysterious fortune. Recently widowed, he had moved to Glimmer Heights to start fresh. What caught everyone's attention wasn't just his wealth, but his rumored collection of rare, cursed diamonds. At Bianca's weekly Crystal Divas meeting, the women pored over Victor's background. "He's perfect," Bianca declared, her voice smooth as silk. "A man like that doesn't need love. He needs a partner who understands his world. And that partner will be me." Meanwhile, at a Velvet Sirens gathering, Sienna was strategizing. "Victor LaRue is a puzzle," she said, swirling her wine. "And puzzles are my specialty. Ladies, we're going to make him ours, one piece at a time." The charity gala was the event of the season, and both groups arrived with plans as polished as their diamonds. Bianca wore a gown that shimmered like moonlight, her every movement calculated to draw Victor's gaze. Sienna, in contrast, opted for a fiery red dress, commanding attention wherever she went. Victor, ever the observant player, noted the tension between the two groups. He decided to test their resolve, dividing his attention equally between Bianca and Sienna throughout the evening. Bianca charmed him with her intellect, casually quoting literature and discussing philanthropy. "You're a man of refined taste, Mr. LaRue. I imagine the diamonds in your collection have fascinating histories." Sienna took a different approach, leaning in close to whisper, "You must feel so alone after losing your wife. But maybe some company could ease the pain." By the end of the night, Victor was intrigued and thoroughly entertained. As weeks passed, the rivalry grew more intense. Bianca arranged a private tour of an art exhibit Victor was sponsoring, ensuring she monopolized his time. She played the long game, presenting herself as the perfect partner for a man of his stature. Sienna, on the other hand, orchestrated a scandalous rescue scenario, pretending to save Victor from an intrusive journalist. The incident left Victor amused and impressed by her boldness. Behind the scenes, both leaders were pulling strings to undermine each other. Bianca anonymously leaked stories to gossip blogs, painting Sienna as a gold digger with a sordid past. Sienna retaliated by planting a forged letter suggesting Bianca had embezzled funds from a former employer. Victor, ever the puppet master, fed their rivalry. He began hinting at a grand event, a diamond-themed masquerade ball where he would unveil his collection. Both women saw it as the ultimate opportunity to secure their price. The ball was a spectacle of wealth and decadence. Diamonds adorned every guest, reflecting the glimmer of chandeliers. Victor arrived late, clad in a sleek black tuxedo, a single diamond pin on his lapel. Bianca and Sienna each made their moves. Bianca dazzled Victor with her wit during a private conversation on the balcony, while Sienna lured him onto the dance floor, turning every step into a seductive promise. But the night took a shocking turn when an alarm sounded, and one of Victor's prized diamonds went missing. All eyes turned to the rival groups. Sienna smirked, whispering to Bianca, "What's the matter? Lost your edge?" Bianca glared. "Careful, Sienna. You might find yourself in over your head." Victor intervened, diffusing the situation with a calm that suggested he was in control of more than they realized. In a twist neither woman saw coming, Victor summoned them both to his penthouse the following evening. "I've enjoyed watching you two," he began, pouring himself a drink. "But you've underestimated me. I'm not a billionaire looking for love. I'm a journalist. And you've given me more material than I ever dreamed. Bianca and Sienna were stunned. Victor revealed his exposé was meant to highlight the underbelly of Glimmer Heights society, the greed, the schemes, and the lengths people would go for wealth. You played right into my hands, he said with a smirk. Furious and humiliated, Bianca and Sienna realized the only way to salvage their reputations was to work together. Pooling their resources, the two women devised a plan to expose Victor. Using their networks, they leaked his true identity to the press, framing him as a fraud exploiting the city's elite. In a dramatic confrontation at another gala, Bianca and Sienna revealed Victor's deception to the entire room. Cameras flashed as the once-celebrated newcomer became the center of scandal. Victor fled Glimmer Heights, his reputation in ruins. 3 months later, epilogue. A new beginning. With Victor gone, the Crystal Divas and Velvet Sirens disbanded. Bianca turned her focus to philanthropy, using her skills to build a legitimate empire. Sienna opened a boutique, channeling her charisma into a brand that celebrated independence. Though their paths diverged, both women carried the scars of their rivalry and the lessons learned from their shared downfall. In the glittering city of Glimmer Heights, diamonds would always shine, but the true treasures were the ones they discovered within themselves. Months after Victor's exposé rocked Glimmer Heights, Bianca and Sienna have retreated into their new lives. Bianca has reinvented herself as a legitimate entrepreneur, but the shadow of her past lingers. The media still brands her as a schemer, making her every business move scrutinized. Sienna has built a successful boutique, but her personal relationships remain fractured. Her former Velvet Sirens, feeling betrayed, have gone their separate ways, leaving her isolated. When a mysterious invitation arrives for both women, an exclusive gala hosted by Glimmer Heights' new power player, Madeline Cross, they are intrigued. Madeline is rumored to have purchased Victor's cursed diamond collection, now rebranded as the Legacy Diamonds, and plans to auction them off for charity. Madeline Cross is introduced as a ruthless businesswoman who rose to prominence in Victor's absence. Her beauty is matched by her icy demeanor and sharp intelligence. At the gala, she publicly acknowledges Bianca and Sienna, praising their resilience in the face of scandal, a thinly veiled jab. Madeline announces her intent to auction the Legacy Diamonds to benefit her newly founded charity, but Bianca and Sienna sense ulterior motives. Each woman views Madeline as a threat to their rebuilding efforts and begins investigating her true intentions. The strange alliances Bianca and Sienna, despite their lingering resentment, realize that Madeline's rise to power threatens them both. They reluctantly agree to work together, pooling their resources to uncover the truth. Their investigation reveals that Madeline's charity is a front for money laundering, and the Legacy Diamonds are being used to finance illicit deals. Worse, some of the diamonds are counterfeit, a fact Madeline has gone to great lengths to hide. The Diamond Heist. The women hatch a daring plan to steal the real Legacy Diamonds before the auction. Bianca uses her business connections to infiltrate Madeline's security team, while Sienna's charm secures access to Madeline's inner circle. The heist culminates in a high-stakes break-in at Madeline's mansion. Amid lasers, hidden safes, and close calls with guards, Bianca and Sienna retrieve the genuine diamonds. However, they leave behind just enough evidence to implicate Madeline in her own scheme. The auction's downfall. On the night of the auction, Madeline unveils the Legacy Diamonds to a room full of elite buyers. Unbeknownst to her, Bianca and Sienna have planted a whistleblower among the attendees, who exposes the counterfeit diamonds and Madeline's illegal activities in real time. Chaos ensues as authorities raid the auction, seizing the diamonds and arresting Madeline. Bianca and Sienna watch from the shadows, satisfied with their victory. A new legacy. With Madeline dethroned, the women face a choice: continue their partnership or go their separate ways. Though they share a mutual respect, their ambitions remain at odds. Bianca uses her newfound credibility to expand her empire, focusing on ethical business ventures. Meanwhile, Sienna transforms her boutique into a global brand, promoting self-empowerment and independence. Epilogue. The sparkle of redemption. In the final scene, Bianca and Sienna cross paths at a charity event months later. Their rivalry has softened into a friendly competition, and they toast to their new beginnings. As they part ways, the camera lingers on the legacy diamonds, now displayed in a museum, a symbol of the greed and deception they've both left behind. Thanks for joining us on this Triggling Stories. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for latest stories coming soon.